Hello peeps, Julia Jordan, your favorite real estate, coming to you from my kitchen. Eggs and onions and mushroom for breakfast. I had the other day a friend and he said, I will race you. And I looked at his car and I looked at my car. I'm like, there's no way in the world that you will race me and you will win. And he's like, well, actually, let's meet another day because I didn't put super in my tank. And I'm like, well, my car demands super and I have always super in my tank. So I'm also always ready for battle. You want to race me? I'm ready every day. And that translates into real estate. Here, that's my breakfast. I could also eat Cheerios or some sugary crap, but I don't. I put super in my tank every morning because I don't know which race I gotta run. The other day, my neighbor called me and she's like, well, I would like to sell my house and you have 4 days. And I'm like, game on, I'm ready. And we blew her out of the water. We did a multiple offer situation. We did a taco truck and mimosa open house. And boy, I was ready. I was so ready, like an arrow already pulled back. I was just waiting to be shot, okay? So that's why you put super in your tank. You never know which crazy German chick wants to race you. I would have taken the battle. I would have put her in sport, and while my car is 4 times more heavy, I believe I would have beat him. But I was just laughing this morning. I always say the breakfast is what you put in your tank in the morning. It's also what you put in your tank up here. If you want to do horror movies and if you want to, let's just say, if you want to watch porn and all of that stuff, you do you. But the thing is, and the truth is, what you put in your tank is what you will get out of it. If you put goodness, forgiveness, love to your people in your tank, I am totally chasing my numbers as well, but people always first, ethic always first, character always first. That is what you put in your tank, and that is what will come out. When people look at me and say, how are you doing it? It's all the 5 million little decisions. It's having that difficult conversation with my daughter and saying, no, we are not doing this. Getting a phone, no, we are not doing this because your little brain is not ready for all the gossip and slander that is out there. The world out there is after us, but it's also after our children. Our job is to create a peaceful home, and I'm so glad I called yesterday some church peeps. Greetings to Becky, and she's like, I don't allow crap in my house. There is no Harry Potter in my house. And I'm like, well, I do have Harry Potter in my house. And she's like, I don't allow it in my house because I'm not allowing witchcraft in my house. And I'm like, wow, you got your standards right. And I think I will go through my kiddos' bookshelf, and thanks God they never fell in love with Harry Potter either, but I thought it's just a standard literature books that we should have them. So it's the people that you surround with, and I literally cried with her on the call where I'm like, man, you raise your kids just the right way. I want to chase that as well, and I need to level up my standards. So what you put in your tank, if it's acts or if it is good content or if it is good people that you surround yourself with, that will pay off in your life. It will show up, and it's all the little things, and it's not always easy, and it's not always the life that you can brag with. I just lost several business opportunities, networking opportunities, because I'm like, you know what, meeting 6:30 in the morning, I cannot do that because I literally sent my kids to school. And while I considered and thought, how can I make it work, I decided against it because right now I'm a mom in those morning hours, and then I hit business hard, and God will bless me in those hours that I have. Yeah, but it's all many decisions. The 75 hard. I learned drinking doesn't give me anything. Not that I was addicted or anything close to it, but now I'm like, why would I do that to my body? I don't feel good when I have a glass of wine in the night. It's not good for my body. Here, this is good. Eggs, onions, mushrooms. Looks a little bit boring, but in the end, it gives me the life that I want. So think about what gives you the life that you want. Where do you want to contribute and serve? Where do you want to donate? What are the purposes important to you? What do you give your time to? Scrolling all day on Facebook? I'm totally guilty of that. It's not how, in the end, 10 years down the road, I want to see how my life was. So I fill the tank with a super, and then I have some calls with top agents in the country. We're networking, we're masterminding, thinking about what we do with 8% interest rate. By the way, newsflash, it came down yesterday to 7.2. I go in my office now and we'll check again. We just touched the glass ceiling. Everybody got a heart attack. 20-year high in interest rate, 8%. Everybody fainted for a second. It already came down a little bit. So towards the end of the year, we are expecting interest rate to continue to rise. We have 4 announced tiers where interest rate will go up. Next year, 2024, we are expecting it to come down. If you want to buy and sell, right now is a great time because there's little competition. If you have a beautiful house to sell, there are buyers, super solid pre-approved, and they will refinance later. So they already bit the bullet. This is what we got to do now. And then we have sellers. Sellers, that is for sellers, what I just said. We do have qualified buyers, and on the buyer side, make your peace with refinancing. We have lenders that refinance you for free. You only pay title policy and some fees at title company that you can't get around that, but it buys you a house for an okay price. Guess what happens when interest rates fall? It will be a rat race again to get you in. And if you have FHA or skinny pockets, we will tell you your offer is not competitive. There are other people that carry so much cash. It will be hard for you to compete. And maybe you're not a homeowner again, and we don't want that for you. So if you want to get your finances in order, build up long-term wealth, generational wealth, like I did, let's have a chat. I'm winning in that, and I know how to do real estate. I don't have a magic ball, a crystal ball to tell you the future, but it has been very good for me and many others, and I trust it will continue. Our market is very strong in Houston area, and I can help you too. It's not just about me. I get a big satisfaction out of making broke people into homeowners and then building up equity over the years. And 3 years, 4 years, I call them and they were like, best decision ever. Okay, if you have any questions, 832-444-4923. Don't let my axe get cold. I'm getting on it, and you make it a wonderful day, okay? Bye-bye.